The following video contains my attempt at simulating Dimitri's various psychedelic effects, keyword being attempt. It is impossible to truly recreate the experience, meaning this is just an artistic rendition at its best. According to YouTube's guidelines shown here, videos about drugs with the intent to educate or which are created for artistic purposes that are not graphic and do not glorify drug use are eligible for monetization and pass all community guidelines.
This video does not display graphic use since no drugs are consumed within it,
and it does not glorify the use of drugs. What it does do is artistically demonstrate what a trip might be like, and it educates the viewer about the very real dangers of consuming psychoactive substances in the most non-biased way possible. Thank you.
Why did he say Dimitri? Who's Dimitri?
In the following scene, we take a first-person point of view look to help simulate and also to help reenact
could have buttoned that shirt before.
Hallucinatory visual effects. However, even though we are filming this in a video game-like fashion, even though we are taking a first-person point of view, it must be made crystal clear that absolutely no drugs and no graphic use is being displayed in the following video. In fact, the only reason we are taking such a silly take on what the effects would be like, the only reason we're trying to actually reenact this is to increase the dramatic effect of the video and to fully cooperate with both YouTube's advertiser-friendly and community safety guidelines. We have employed the use of an empty hot sauce bottle as our makeshift pretend DMT pipe. In other words, this isn't a real pipe, this is a hot sauce bottle. And you know
I don't know what
think
DMT
you are
is.
really going to
What is
enjoy
the
what's
casual
to
name for
come.
DMT? Is it the shit in mushrooms or?
Again, the following is a non-graphic dramatized reenactment. No drugs have been consumed in this video, and the intent is to educate the viewer on the very real and not often talked about dangers of psychedelic use, which are explained throughout my story. Thank you, and I'm super sorry for all of these necessary warnings. This is the last one, I promise. I'm not lying. Well, I don't promise I'm not lying, but I do promise that it's not the last one. I promise it is the last one.
What drug
it is.
contains DMT that everyone knows the name of?
Welcome to Uganda.
Oh, it's the ayahuasca thing. Oh, yeah, this one we know. We played that fucking game and I knew about it before as well. The fucking thing you scrape off the tree thingy, right? Fucking vines thingies. Yeah.
Again, this is a non-graphic dramatized reenactment.
Yeah, okay, we get it. You want to monetize your video. Stop.
The noise you are hearing is someone just sucking in air, like this.
Jesus Christ. Really? They must have had someone take this and be like, yeah, this is what it looked like. This is accurate. Right? That's the only way they can actually know. Yeah, this is exactly what happened when I played Super Mario. But the other one went a little bit to the left. The third spiral. I doubt you fucking remember this shit, dude.
Moving forward. You're not supposed to laugh, you're ruining the scene. Moving forward, I am going to now intertwine animated visual replications as well as some artistic renditions with the telling of one of my most profound trip stories ever. I'd also like to point out that all of the animated effects that you'll be seeing throughout this video were created by either myself or the animator who goes by the name of DMT.
breakthrough.
In total, this video has taken hundreds of hours of work to complete, and I've been working on it for over a month. In other words, if you guys want to see videos this crazy again, we 100% need your help on Patreon. And can you stop distracting me in the corner? You're dancing and I'm trying to record a video here. If you guys want to show your support, you can follow the link to the right to our Patreon page, or you can also find it in the video description. And stop dancing! This is a dance.
You guys think
I
I'm
need to let
stalling.
you guys know what my huge update is.
This is the
I
stalling
am
ground.
currently in the midst of building my own website, meaning I will finally have my own space that I can host all of the deleted content and more.
Now it's a super trip.
Meaning, if you missed the first 2 versions of this video, you will finally be able to watch them on my own site. And if it's anything like how my merch shop has been going, you can expect it to be completed within 5 or 10 years. But anyway, let's get back to the video at hand, if I'm capable of doing that. The following story is one which took place when I was living abroad, back when I was living in New Zealand, big shocker there, meaning that was during a time when I was exploring these substances, which I no longer explore because I clearly have way too many responsibilities. And also, what follows is my very final warning. This time, I do promise this is the last one. I need to make it crystal clear to all of you guys watching that I do not promote the use of psychoactive compounds. I'm being dead serious here, guys. These substances have the raw, innate ability to seriously mess up your life if you take them at the wrong time and if you're not ready for what they have to show you. In other words, anybody out there who is watching this video and who might be curious to try these substances for themselves, well, you need to A, not follow in my footsteps, B, learn from my mistakes, and C, just proceed with as much caution as possible, meaning do as much research as you can and always test every substance before you intend to consume it. Alright, now I am actually done for real. I hope you guys all enjoy the following
Test
story.
every subject before you intend to consume it. What?
Let's just jump right to the part of the story where I'm about to take my first ride on the roller coaster. So I grabbed a chair, sat it down right in front of my mirror, grabbed my pipe, grabbed my baggie of DMT, took a handful of it, sprinkled it right into the metal mesh in the neck of the bottle, took my lighter, let it all melt in, lit it up, took a big hit, exhaled, watched as things started to get brighter and that buzzing noise kicked in. I could hear it in the back of my head, rising in intensity. Took another big hit, exhaled some more mothballs. Next thing I know, I was getting sucked out of my body. I just remember the noise just raised higher and higher in frequency and pitch and just went... I was in this space, and it was unlike normal reality. It's indescribable what it was. It was filled with unimaginable
Reported
geometry.
his channel for
But there
promoting
was
drug
creatures
use.
there.
Easy clap.
There were entities, there were beings, and I was surrounded by them. And these beings weren't evil by any means. They weren't demons or evil aliens. They were actually very benevolent. In fact, they greeted me as if I was family, and they welcomed me into their world. I felt like I had gone home. I mean, it seems crazy saying that, but it felt like it was a place that I had been to before. I felt
Christ
like I
almighty,
knew
who donated this
beings
budget v
intimately.
source garbage? Where did you find this dono in?
Budget
The YouTube
sauce.
trending page on incognito mode in California. OMEGALUL.
Incognito in California. That seems pretty accurate though. I always wonder when people say they have out-of-body experience and they see themselves, right? Like if I were to just, without looking now,
Welcome to Uganda.
tell you what I looked like and what I was wearing. Now I'm thinking about what I'm wearing, right? But when they have an out-of-body experience, do they wear the same things? Do they remember exactly what they have on? What socks they have? If you were to ask yourself, how do I look like, right? How do I look like? Would you be able to exactly draw? It's kind of hard because you see yourself less than like probably other family members or whatever if you live at
I have
home.
a vid for you.
No, don't send me more videos. Jesus Christ.
It was
I wonder
as
how
if
accurate your
people
own
met
representation
me
is
along
if you
with
take
these
these drugs and
families
go out
I
of
didn't
body
even
or
know I
whatever they
had.
want to
Upon
say.
seeing them and being greeted by them and just being in their presence and being in this new world, it was as if it all just came rushing back like a freight train. All this knowledge and these memories that I didn't even know I had were just all of a sudden back as if I never lost them. And the interesting part about this experience is when that happens, all of your memories and everything you know about this reality,
Welcome to Uganda.
it's gone. It's as if this reality no longer exists. This world, who you are here right now, your ego, your sense of self, Adam as I knew him, was dead. It's like when you're there, you're there. That probably makes very little sense to a lot of you guys watching, but that's what it's like. So anyway, I was with them, and they all thought that whatever I was doing in this dimension was crazy. Why did you have to go and do that? I know that you think you have a mission to uphold and fulfill, but you know that it's whack, right? Like, what you should be doing is, you know, you should be here with us. But you demanded that you were going to go and do this thing, and now we're all just like, why is he doing that? And even you think it's stupid. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty stupid. Even though they thought that my mission in this reality was dumb, they still insisted that I left. I mean, I didn't want to leave them. I kept saying to them, no, I don't want to go. I want to stay here with you guys. Like, I'm not going back to that. That place is scary. Crazy shit happens there. Like, unimaginable terrors happen there. Keep me with you. Don't let me go back. But they insisted. They were like, no, it's fine. You have to do that. Like, we have no say in this. You are going back. But don't worry. They made this very clear. You will return to us. And the next thing I knew, I was getting sucked back to my body. I remember sitting on that chair, slowly opening my eyes, looking at my reflection in the mirror, looking over at Chris, who was sitting on the bed, kind of just looking at me wide-eyed, anticipating what I was going to tell him happened while I had been away on my little vacation. And all I could say was, I need to go back. So I grabbed the pipe, I grabbed the baggie of DMT, I sprinkled another unknown amount onto it, grabbed my lighter, took one big hit, and that was all it took, and then...
Hey chat, sorry you don't backquote he liked the video, but this guy promotes harm reduction and tells about his experiences. Not trying to glorify any drug use, but I have done multiple times, and it is very similar to what you saw. Sorry, this video is subjective.
Yeah, this is what you saw. This is what you saw.
I got sucked right back through that wormhole, and there I was, back with my DMT brethren. And I don't really remember anything that happened at this point. I just remember that I was there, and then next thing I know, I'm opening my eyes, back in the seat, and I'm still not ready to be back in normal reality. And Chris is looking at me, and he's like, hey man, you done? You want to hang out some more? I'm just like, no, there's more for me there. I haven't learned what I need to learn yet. So I grabbed the pipe, grabbed the baggie of DMT, sprinkled some more on top, lit her up, sucked in big, exhaled, and... Before I know it, again, I'm back in the DMT world. And this process of coming back and then going back there happened, I think, 2 or 3 times. It wasn't anything too crazy. And it wasn't that I just really wanted to get high. I mean, that wasn't it at all.
Yeah. Kappa. Kappa. Vailer Fist, Tentabaton, Helix G.